People love to eat. You might even call it one of America's favorite pastimes. To be fair, however, we Americans don't love to eat just anything. We do have our limits. For the most part, we like our seafood cooked, not staring back at us. Fried bugs are okay. Well, maybe not. But how many foodies actually enjoy the act of cooking the foods that they so enjoy eating? For me, the two go hand in hand. I love to cook, I love to eat, and I loves my cooking gadgets. Let's take a look at some of my favorites. Let's start with electric cooking gadgets. These are the most versatile and allow cooking almost any food that you can prepare on traditional stovetop, oven, barbecue, etc. This is a power air fryer oven. It bakes, has a rotisserie, even acts as a dehydrator. There are several different brands, but so far I have only found them available online. Being digital, it allows precise control of cooking temperatures and times. The oven holds up to 3 baking trays, depending on how much food you wish to prepare. Following are some of the recipes supplied in the Power Air Fryer Oven Cookbook. Maryland-style crab cakes, cheddar biscuits, loaded nachos, breaded chicken tenders, or you can come up with your own recipes like shrimp stuffed mushrooms with cheese, breaded cod fillet with shrimp stuffed bell pepper and tomato, or one of my favorites, ground beef and tater tot casserole. Or from the rotisserie, how about roasted chicken? And the dehydrator makes great beef jerky. Before the Power Air Fryer oven, there was the basic Power Air Fryer. It has a smaller cooking capacity and doesn't have a rotisserie or dehydrator function, but it makes some really tasty recipes for the serious foodie. Looking at some recipes, one of my favorites is beef roll-up. First in preparation, then cooking in the hot air fryer, and finally ready to be sliced and served. Or how about potatoes au gratin, south of the border, Spanish empanadas, roasted Cornish game hen with fingerling potatoes, and then there's not fried fried chicken, with of course not fried French fries. And what else not fried fried shrimp. And for dessert, cheesecake with fresh blueberries. I don't know about you, but I'm getting ready for some eats. Moving on, another clever little cooking gadget is the Red Copper Chef. I really like it for quick and easy eggs and hash browns for one person. It's really handy because once you close the lid, to cook the other side of the food, you just flip it over. To preheat the cooker, you just plug the cord into an electrical outlet. The red light comes on, then, when preheated, the green light comes on. Once preheated, open the lid, put the food in, and then lock the lid. With a little practice, along with the suggestions in the cookbook, you come up with correct times for how you like your food cooked. For instance, for sunny side up, you want to cook for about 2 to 3 minutes depending on individual taste. For more well done, however, you want to flip the cooker over and cook for about another 2 minutes, again to individual taste. Once the time is up, unplug the electrical cord to stop cooking. Open the lid and remove the food. This fried egg was a slippery little fellow. Cleanup of the red copper cooker is a snap. Just moisten a paper towel and wipe up the nonstick surface. So far I've been using this cooking gadget mostly for hassle-free breakfast just for myself. Fried eggs, ham and cheese omelet, and my old favorite, hash browns. Next I'm going to look at some specialty electric cooking gadgets. Take this quesadilla maker for instance. It's a handy little gadget. Or how about this tortilla press? I like it for making healthy, low-sodium flour tortillas, which are my favorite for making fish tacos. And here's a curious gadget, though it isn't electric, a microwave potato chip maker. Here are barbecue chips and cinnamon-coated apple chips. If you like sandwiches, then a panini grill is an absolute must. Some of my favorites are breakfast omelet with tomato, Swiss cheese, and basil, chicken with mushrooms and spinach, tofu with avocado, spinach, and tomato, chicken and tomato with cucumber dressing, and for breakfast, a tortilla omelet. Next up is an induction cooktop. It does not heat up like a regular stovetop, but transfers heat directly to the cooking pan, and being digital, it has very precise temperature control. Anything you can prepare on a conventional stove, you can do on an induction cooker, such as a chili cheese omelet, braised chicken in mushroom wine sauce, chicken fried tofu steak with potatoes and gravy, Italian sausage with veggies and Parmesan cheese, and pan-seared tilapia with lemon, capers, and green onions. A cooking gadget which has been around for a long time is the infrared oven. Truly versatile, you can fry, grill, dehydrate, barbecue, broil, roast, bake, even steam. It comes with the best cookbook of any gadget I have yet seen. Chicken piccata in creamy wine sauce, juicy baked meatballs, healthy cooked bacon, baked chicken and potatoes in a rich wine sauce, herb steak fries, and honey chicken with potato, onion, bell pepper, jalapeno pepper, tomato, and Italian squash. Pressure cookers have come a long way, digital and completely safe to use to make such things as short ribs, roast beef with potatoes and corn, veggie beef soup with quinoa and black beans, even clam and mussel bake with sausage. And here's a handy-dandy self-fat draining meatloaf pan. It keeps the meat from cooking in its own juices, which is much healthier. Here's a beef meatloaf, and I cook the potatoes right in the pan along with the meat. This is a meatloaf made out of tofu, which is a bit healthier than regular beef. This next gadget isn't electric at all. It's more of a prep chef gadget. It's a mandolin cutter that slices potatoes for like scalloped potatoes or French fries. It assures consistent thickness. For example, herb potatoes with spinach gravy, pan-seared steamed red potatoes, and Yukon Gold and sweet potato fries. The mandolin cutter makes preparing a bunch of fries much easier and quicker. This next to the last gadget is also not electric, but allows cooking of foods in a microwave oven. It has 3 cooking functions: grilling, steaming, and baking. For grilling, you use the ribbed pan. The first thing to do in grilling is to preheat the pan without the lid for 4 minutes. Next, remove the hot pan from the microwave and add a bit of cooking spray. Be sure to watch out for the hot steam. Then add the meat. Here I'm doing pork chops. I love the sound of the sizzling meat. After about 3.5 minutes, flip the meat to cook the other side. Cook the meat for another 3 minutes or so, and then remove it from the grill pan. I've then added some sliced shiitake mushrooms and grilled them for about 30 seconds. Here's some other microwave grilled goodies. Salisbury steak, salmon and jumbo prawns, tilapia, chicken tenderloins, and tofu parmesan. Now let's look at the steamer part of the microwave cooker. You first pour about 3/4 cups of water into the grill pan. Then you add the steamer tray, followed by whatever you wish to steam. Here I did some of my favorite veggies. Moving on to the baking function of the microwave cooker. Here you also add the water, then the steamer tray, and lastly the baking tray. Here are some of the recipes that I've baked. Cornbread, quinoa muffins, no crust cheesecake with fruit, poached eggs, and mini tofu cheese omelets. This brings me to the last cooking gadget. It's a recent find on the internet, an indoor smokeless grill. I've found that the medium-high setting seems to work best for most grilling. The first thing you do, of course, is preheat the grill, then add the goodies. Grill for about 5 minutes and then flip everything over. Grill for about another 5 minutes and check mushrooms for doneness. Then remove from the grill. The steak, of course, takes a lot longer to cook, so you want to keep grilling them. You want to grill the meat in about 5-minute increments and flip until you reach the desired doneness. My preference is meat cooked to medium rare. Well, that's about it for cooking gadgets, at least the ones I have now. I keep an eye on those paid TV programs, which is where I usually find my cooking gadgets. I'm a sucker for those kind of things. Now, if you'll excuse me, the kitchen is calling, As my dear departed mother used to say, over the teeth and past the gums, look out, tummy, here it comes. Followed by my dad's words of wisdom, good bread, good meat, good God, let's eat.